And welcome to Breaking the Chains Masterclass. Tonight, you make sure that you have these three tools: a pen, a pad, and the application that you're going to need to participate in tonight's trade. And while I'm giving this introduction, I'm telling you right now, you want to go ahead and invite a friend. It is super exciting to learn about financial literacy and so much more that can change the trajectory of your life. Let's go. I'm so excited to talk about TDX tonight. Go ahead and write that down at the top of your page. We're going to talk about that. We're going to sprinkle in about NFTs. We're going to sprinkle in possibly about the metaverse and so much more. I'm telling you right now, it is imperative that you're taking copious notes. So, if you are an iPhone user, you most definitely want to make sure you download PO Trade, okay? If you are an Android user, make sure you download Pocket Options Broker, okay? That is going to give you the access to participate in tonight's trade so you can see how much you make in a matter of minutes. And before I get too excited, I want to go ahead and put out this disclaimer, okay? Past profits does not guarantee future results. So whatever you hear tonight does not mean that you won't get it, just not saying it's going to be the same thing. But of course, with work ethic, discipline, and consistency, you will see those results in no time, okay? So I'm super excited to get to this trade and then also to see and hear your results for tonight. So let's get it. So I'm getting ready to pull up my screen and it's going to show you exactly what your screen should look like. But Android users, I will explain that yours may look a little different, but nevertheless, you can still follow along, okay? So do I have the capability? Ooh, I don't. But, okay, I'm good. I can get it. Okay, cool. All right. So, all right, perfect. Thank you. Okay, so what you're seeing right here is the picture of what your screen should look like. Okay, so right now you're looking at the screen of an iPhone user. Android users is just the same, just pay attention closely, okay? So at the top left-hand corner, you're going to see a red and green blinking light, okay? And then you're going to see a white downward pointing arrow. You need to click that, and we're going to choose the word currencies, okay? So then you're going to take a look at the bottom left-hand corner where you see my blue arrow. You're going to choose the time until purchase, and we're going to choose M1, 1 minute, okay? Then you're going to slide over slightly to the right real quick, and then we're going to enter the trade amount of $120, okay? So this is what your screen should look like. Android users, same thing goes. I think your red and green is slightly over to the right. Same thing goes. You're going to choose the M1, and then you're going to choose the amount, okay? And I'm going to call that out in just a moment. All right. So to pull up, see here, my screen for PO Trade. Okay. The screen. Bingo. Perfect. Okay. So right now, this is the web-based version. Don't worry, I'm still going to describe what you need to click on as we're watching the screen, okay? So what you want to make sure you click on that red and green blinking light. We're going to choose the currency pair tonight of AUD, CAD. AUD, the Australian dollar with the Canadian dollar, okay? All right, and so then you're also going to choose the time frame of M1, which is 1 minute. And then tonight we're going to start the trade amount off with $150. And let me tell you this, it does not take that much. You can trade as low as $50 depending on the broker which you choose of your fitting. But don't worry, you're going to learn more about that when you get in the academy, okay? So we're going to choose the amount of $150 and then the time of M1. So on a count of 3, we're gonna click the green button and we're gonna click the red button. And don't worry, I know you don't understand why you're clicking these buttons, but when you get into the academy, you will learn so much more of exactly why and when you will place that type of trade. Okay? So on a count of 3, 1, 2, 3, click that green button, click that red button. And as my time is going on, real quick, I'm going to bring my queen, my sis, my Pisces sister, for that matter, coming to the stage real quick, Miss Queen Elizabeth. She's going to give you a brief testimony of her experience being at I Am Academy. Let's go. Talk to me.
Talk to me. Thank you, Jazz, for the opportunity. Guys, I am so happy that y'all have dedicated at least 30 minutes of your time to actually learn a skill that will know that we can create our phones no longer as a liability, but we can create it into a big asset. I have joined this platform, I Am Academy, last November, and I am roughly about, I would say, 8 months in, and I have learned so much financial literacy to the point where it really makes me look at things now. Guys, we are currently in an inflation state right now, and the government haven't told y'all, but y'all getting the inside scoop. We are in serious trouble with inflation, everything going up, and gas prices. And my thing is, this is a platform that allowed me to execute a plan B. My plan A was a job, but that job is no longer sufficing what this inflation is doing to my paycheck. So guys, I have learned how to not spend money, but invest money. Learn the difference in between spending and investing. And like I say, I'm going to throw it back over to my girl Jazz, but you want to stay into the end because this platform grows your bag, grows your mind, and grows your spirit. I'm telling you what you know. Join in. You don't want to miss nothing.
Oh, wait, listen, that was spicy. I like that. I know that's right. I appreciate you and your testimony. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because I want you to see exactly what we just made in 1 minute. Go ahead and throw it in the chat for me real quick. What you just made in a minute, okay? So, we put in $150. That is what you went into the trade with, okay? And then we made a profit when we bought into the trade. Okay, we did a buy. So my profit was $120. So $270 in total. Have you made $270 in a matter of a minute? Okay, I'm telling you right now, you want to go ahead and tell a friend, bring a friend on and let them know it is time to get into this bag. Get this knowledge and learn and earn at the same time. So if I can get a thumbs up, if I get the permission, I would love to throw us into another trade real quick. All right. So I got the green light. So let's go. So we can go ahead and change this currency pair to AUD/USD. So let me run the instructions back for you real quick. We're going to look at the top left-hand corner at your red and green blinking light. You want to click on the white arrow that's pointing downward and choose the currency pair of AUD/USD, okay? So that's the Australian dollar with the US dollar or United States dollar. And now we're going to make sure we have our time on M1, and then we're going to boost our amount up because you got to remember, you're getting educated, you're practicing in your demo accounts, and you're now like, okay, I'm confident enough. I'm going to go ahead and increase my risk. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. Remember that. I'm going to write that down. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do our trade amount for $250, okay? So on a count of 3, listen, I'm ready to see what this profit is going to be. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and click that green button, click that red button. And real quick, I'm going to go ahead and bring on my guy. My guy will come and talk to you about his favorite academy or his favorite unit in the academy. 4th the Greats. Come to the stage real quick and let people know what do you love most about I Am Academy. Talk to me.
What's going on, Queen? What's going on, everybody? As she stated, I am 4th the Great. That's what they call me. But you know, my favorite about the Academy is, I want to say everything I learned so far. It's simplified. It's for everybody of all ages. My daughter's learning, I'm learning. She just turned 16. And, you know, the colors aspect that I'm learning now because it's more simplified than the trading aspect that I've been learning before. And then the DCX aspect of it. Because as y'all know, I've been doing a lot of NFT collecting. So in the digital, you know, digital coins, collecting certain digital coins, because over time I know it's going to be a major boom because everything's going digital. So it's just it's everything for me. And I appreciate, you let me share my story. It's been amazing. And, it's always great to learn about the future because, when you hit tomorrow, to know just a little bit of what's coming, it's always better than to be surprised when it does come.
Ooh. Talk to the people real quick, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming and drop that sauce. And I cannot wait till you drop some more sauce later on. So go ahead and let me know in the chat real quick how much you just made in a minute. Remember, we entered the market in for $250. $250, okay? And our profit of $200. Grand total in a matter of 1 minute, I just made $450. I know that is least a car payment, an insurance payment, grocery bill, for that matter. Listen, go ahead and write this down. TBX, time-based trading. You need to get with the academy. Let's go. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up this next gentleman, my guy, my mentor, the best grandpapa I see. He be fly with it. The sauce is crazy. And I enjoy speaking to this man and learning so much wisdom from him and his beautiful wife, my sister, Lady the Bread Talker, Lady Shireen. So go ahead and bring up this Navy veteran. He is absolutely phenomenal. Been in this platform for over, 3 to 4 years now? And is killing the game and teaching us so much. And I'm grateful for you guys. So come to the stage, Mr. Bread Talker.
Talk to me. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Everybody, listen, real quick. In the chat, go ahead and put some fire emojis or some number 7s in the chat. Miss Jasmine, please go ahead and put some fire emojis of 7s in the chat, man. You just opened up the call with a magnetic boom. Quite honestly, putting people in the trade, getting everybody comfortable, giving everybody that Zoom etiquette. Listen, I appreciate you so much, Jasmine. She really has a heart for people, her family, and she really wants everybody to really learn this information. She goes above and beyond. So thank you. Listen, everybody, my name is Dre LaBelle. Quite a few people on the platform, they call me Bread Talker as well. Been in the space exactly 3 years, a few months over that. But my wife and myself, 21 years married, coming into the space, knowing nothing about foreign exchange market or Forex, not knowing anything about cryptocurrency, not even knowing how to really invest or trade in it for that matter. But this space has opened up so many doors and opportunities. Now we're getting involved with TBX or time-based trading. It's something similar to the foreign exchange market, just a little bit faster. As you can see, we just took a trade which lasted, couple of seconds. It really didn't last long. And you knew immediately what your results were going to be. Now, there are some strategies that we can that you want to put in play that allow you to optimize the best success. And that's most important, right? Anybody can trade. Anybody can pick up one of these devices and really just push a few buttons and figure it out. But the problem is, there is a psychology and there is a strategy of winning, a formula for success. This platform actually provides that strategy. So again, man, listen. Just because you don't know this information right now, whoever's watching this, whether in YouTube world, you're in Facebook world, or Instagram world, whatever, if you're watching this for the first time, second time, or third time, or a friend is just sharing this information with you, first of all, you should thank the person that actually shared this information with you, because that means that they care about you and they can see and know where we are at today in this financial climate. And there has to be something else that will not keep us in amongst the 95%ers, right? We're going to cover that information. What are the 95%ers? Because there is a difference for those of the haves and those of the have-nots. And there is a system in play right now that's going to keep people paralyzed in that area. And there's going to be some other people that's going to take action. They're going to take advantage of the current financial situation and use that to their advantage to become successful. Let me share my screen a little bit. Yeah. All right. So just a little brief information right here. So I was talking about a little bit with regard to the 95 percenters. If you're looking at the screen right now, you'll see this as a 4-way cash flow or the cash flow quadrant. Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hopefully you're familiar with that book, but if you haven't, definitely go check it out. And most importantly, what he talks about is there are 4 forms of cash flow options that we all partake in, right? Some of us partake in one of them, definitely one of them. Some of us partake in 2 or even 3 of them. So if you go at the bottom, working for yourself, right, or working for someone, 60% of the population they actually work for someone. You have a job, or you're employed by somebody. There's nothing wrong with that because there is security in that space, somewhat of a security. But sometimes if there's too much security, right, there's something else that's missing. You being able to invest in you and control your future. And that's what this conversation is all about. And you may be of the 35% where maybe you work for yourself. Maybe you have your own business. But there's a difference between a business owner, as you can see, will be the next level up, right, which is the 4%, and somebody that works for themselves. The difference is if you don't have people, processes, or systems in play. Again, let me say it again. If you do not have people, processes, or systems in play, meaning if you remove yourself from your business, right, will it survive? If you remove yourself for a week, a month, a year, right, from your position, could it survive? It's hard to believe, but quite honestly, I doubt it, right? Because I know some barbers out there, right? They run their own chair, they run their own business, but the problem is they don't work, they don't eat. Now, the business owners, again, they have people, processes, and systems. You definitely want to take notes while we're covering some of this information, right? You want to take notes. You want to take notes. Now, the investors, those are the 1%ers, right? Those are the people that, quite honestly, they put their money to work, right? What's the sense of you working for someone, and if you can't take out at least 10% or a certain percentage out and invest in something that's going to work for you, this way your money goes to work for you as opposed to you going to work for it all the time. Now, I'm not talking about a 401k or Roth IRA or anything like that. Maybe you have life insurance, great. But I want to encourage you to involve yourself in other areas that allow you to become more independent, right? And I'm talking about, listen, this company here, I Am Mastery Academy, and I want you to write that down. I Am Mastery Academy is a platform that will teach you how to trade, invest, and even show you how to do a little bit of traveling, and then most importantly, help you to build. So that's a bit of our 4 cash flow quadrant: trading, investing, traveling, and building. Ladies and gentlemen, you got 4 ways to create income for yourself, right? We do not trade your money, nor do we invest your money. Again, we are simply an educational platform showing people how to become wiser decision makers in this space of money, right? So, I Am Mastery Academy has been around for about 9 years now. Absolutely, in July 4th actually marks that 9th year. We have over $1 billion in revenue, right? Has created over $1 billion in revenue. Customers in 20 plus countries. 1 million people trained. We have trained today, and one of the largest online learning global platforms in the world. Again, right? There are maybe other platforms that maybe have some similarity with what we do, but again, we are an educational trading platform that shows people how to become wiser decision makers, right? We don't want to do it for you. We want to remove that to give people the power. I'm a firm believer that if I do it myself, then 9 times out of 10, I'm going to be a better student for myself, for my family, for my legacy, for your family, for your legacy, right? That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So, some of the places where you're going to learn this information on this platform is IM.Center. Once you become an active paying customer, you're going to have access to tools and softwares that's going to allow you to become educated. Beautiful thing about this is that the educators on this platform, They have a track record of success, right? So they provide numerous videos for you to watch and see and absolutely make better decisions, right? They also provide educators on a platform, on a Go Live platform. I'm going to show you that in a little bit. There, you're going to access their mentorship. You're going to access their strategies and other tools. This is going to help you become more successful. Now, if you're paying attention, definitely want to make sure you're looking at my screen. Here we go. All right, make sure you look at my screen over here. This is IM.Center over here. I've been on this platform for quite some time, so you're going to have access to a couple academies here. I'm going to talk to you briefly about FRX, which is Forex Academy. I'm going to talk to you about DCX, or Digital Currency Academy, TBX, Time-Based Trading. We were just talking about that earlier. Even ECX, e-commerce. Maybe you're interested in creating your own e-commerce business store. We'll cover that in a little bit, but you just simply go click on one of the languages that works for you, whether it's English, Spanish, and so forth and so on, and you just click on, hey, what is Forex? What is the history of Forex? Or what is digital currency, cryptocurrency? What is NFTs or metaverse? All those educations you're going to learn here on these platforms, step-by-step tools. You can learn from places like YouTube. I learned a lot of things from YouTube, and even TikTok, maybe, right? But quite honestly, they don't give you the ABCs when you're learning these steps. And that's incredibly important, because it's not, the reason why most people aren't successful as traders, it's not only because they don't have the physical or the mentality, which 95%, that's what it takes to be successful. They don't have those tools, but also they don't have the proper strategies. When you're using strategies that are all over the place, you're like a general listening to everybody else to give you the rule, give you the play. But you can't run the play all over the place. But if you learn how to stick with one particular play and run, right, Jasmine? If we learn to do one thing and do it the right way, you can become successful in this space. So again, that's one of our tools here. Let me exit out of the screen here. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so again, you're going to have access to these simplified tools. Again, our educators, we have well over 100 plus full-time educators. You will have 24/7 access to these educators. You're going to have full-time access to the academy as well. Full-time videos, I mean, these videos, quite honestly, the longest one is less than 10 minutes long. Quite honestly. If you dedicate 30 minutes to an hour a day, it's going to lead you to success, right? The dentist, there's somebody used to tell me, an apple a day keep the dentist away, and an apple a day will keep the dentist away. Well, listen, an hour, 30 minutes to an hour a day will keep the debt clock away from you, right? So, what you're looking at right here are our educational platforms that we provide here. So I told you earlier about Forex, which is the largest financial liquid market in the world. It's about $7 trillion being made in this market every day. It is the currency market. That's why it's the largest. It's not the stock market, right? You may be familiar with it. Maybe you've heard some things about that. Great. But we want to show you the ABCs of it, right? You're going to have access to this education, and you get to pick the time zones, right, that best works for you. Maybe you're a day person. Maybe you want to be on London time. Maybe you want to be on Asian time. Maybe you want to be on New York time, the U.S. time, right? Whatever best works for you, the opportunity is provided. A lot of money, again, is being made. If there's trillions of dollars being made, right, I would just say, listen, I can get me a piece of that pie too, right? I like cake. I want to eat a piece of cake. Get yourself a piece of cake. Come on, have some. So, DCX, and again, so Forex, again, it's just the exchange of currency between one country versus another, right? The buyers versus the sellers. People are buying, people are selling, and it doesn't matter whether the market is up or whether the market is down. You still can make money. DCX, digital currency, as I spoke about earlier, it's going to give you access to cryptocurrency. If you're familiar with Bitcoin, if you're familiar with Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, and there's quite a few others, about 7,000 different other cryptocurrencies out there, right? But there are a few that you want to learn how to invest in strategically, right? You want to learn how to diversify diversify, implement, and execute strategies that's going to allow you to be successful, right? Definitely want to write that down. Diversify, right? Implement, right? And execute strategies that's going to allow you to be a successful trader as well as a successful investor. So learning how to trade cryptocurrency, learning how to invest in it is incredibly important right now. Even though the market may seem like, wow, people are losing money in the cryptocurrency market, right? Because we all can see, we all hear things. But I'm telling you, we weren't worried about these things because we already see there is a cycle in the market. Sometimes you need things to go low so they can go up. The stock market, when it goes low, guess what? You know who's happy? The investors, because they know what's about to happen. The market is soon to come back up. Even the housing market, guess what? It went down. But guess what? The housing market, after a couple of years, it boomed back up. But those early investors, when the market was low, that took advantage of the low prices, they were successful. Now, if you're on the outside and you know anything, maybe you're watching the news, whatever it may be you're watching, right? And if you're not paying attention to the news without education, you're going to be fearful. You're going to pull your money out, right? You're not going to want to invest. But I'm here to tell you, this is the time to stay the course. Maybe you want to learn about NFTs or even the metaverse, right? I'm learning how to create digital real estate in these markets, right? Right now, ladies and gentlemen, today is the time, today is the place. Also, so again, we were talking about TBX, time-based trading, Forex on steroids, ladies and gentlemen. Time-based trading is going to get, maybe you don't have a lot of time to sit there and just wait for a trade to actually complete. That's fine. No problem. Guess what? Just like you took that trade earlier today, right? And it didn't take that long. But you know what your results are going to be. There are strategies that are going to allow you to be successful. These educators are going to give you the 1, 2, 3 play. All you have to do is run the play. Coach said, run the play. This is how we're going to be successful. Tom Brady in the clutch, winning Super Bowls, right? That's what we'll talk about. And so last but not least, we have ECX, e-commerce education. If you're interested in creating your own online store, maybe you have your own online store. Let's show you how to become even more successful, how to gain access to something beyond Shopify, beyond whatever you're using right now. I Am Mastery Academy is going to show you how to become even more successful. Plus, on top of that, you get to be surrounded by a wealth community, people that are doing the same things that you're doing. Listen, if you're a part of my team, right? If you're a part of this space, in the chat, go ahead and put some number ones in the chat if you would agree that because I involved myself in this education, in this space, I didn't feel like I was alone. Go ahead and put a 1 in the chat because you decided to say yes to this opportunity. You was in the space of companies of those that are wealth-minded, that are setting the tone and giving you direction and encouraging you, most importantly, because there's some people out there, they're haters, right? They don't believe in you, right? They don't believe that you can do what you're going to do. You got a significant other in your ear on a daily basis saying, what are you doing that little thing for? Well, what are you doing? I'm doing what I got to do to be successful for my future. Because this is the future, right? Christopher Terry, our CEO, him and his wife Isis De La Torre, they got well over 30 plus years of experience and created a phenomenal platform that has allowed us, doesn't matter what color, creed you are, all you got to do is want to sit down and learn. You not knowing this information today is not a prerequisite for you not knowing what you're going to know tomorrow. All you do is have to get started, and we are going to help you become successful. Right? And that's the goal. The time is right now. You're in the right place. You're in the right time. Right? You don't need physical money to learn how to invest. All you need is your time, and all you need is your energy. Ladies and gentlemen, again, my name is Trey Love, the Red Talker. I want to turn this call over real quick to my brother Ford, the great Damian Thompson. Phenomenal guy. I know you've seen him up earlier today. We were talking about, he's going to talk to you some information about cryptocurrency and about NFTs. And actually, he has done some incredible things already in this space. And I just want you guys to hear what he's been doing. And when he came into the space, he didn't know anything about this stuff. But a year and a half later, he has an incredible and impactful portfolio right now. We like that word, right? Portfolio. Matter of fact, can I write that in the chat? Write that in the chat. Portfolio, right? If you want one like him, all you gotta do is keep your ears open, get your pens and pads ready, be prepared to take some copious notes, and get ready to take some serious action, right? Whoever invited you to this call, you need to go reach out to them right now, because I'm bringing my brother, Damian Thompson, fourth the great. Brother, if you can't, go ahead and unmute real quick and talk to me!
What is going on? Glad to be back here in the presence of greatness. Share my screen really quickly. I know it's been a lot of NFT talk, and NFTs are basically digital assets. And it's funny because when I was younger, my mom called me a pack rat because I kept everything that I thought was going to be something. And I'm glad I did because I had that vision. This is a certain platform. NFTs are based on cryptocurrencies. So these are certain platforms that we use so you can check the use case of certain NFTs. And I say this because it's very important because a lot of NFTs deal with different cryptocurrencies. So you will want to see what you want to invest in. Go get the information from these certain sites and see what's going on. This is called OpenSea. OpenSea is one of the most known NFT platforms that's out right now. The only reason I'm showing this because it's so credible right now, which I have a couple NFTs on a lot of different platforms. And remember when I told you about the physical aspect? Because as you can see here, and I'm filming too, these are, y'all see what that is? The goat. You see the goat in the background, my little figurines? I've been collecting for so long. And look at this. Look at this car right here, Beckett 10. I have several Beckett 10s here. This car is going for $100,000. And I show you because this is a physical asset, and I'm going to go through some digital assets as well. I just want to show that example so we be on the same page. Now, along with that Jordan asset, these are a couple of digital basketball cards. And I bring up this screen because if you see the purchase price, see this first one? I actually got it for free because I was an early adopter. The average sale price is $226. And that's amazing because I paid nothing for it. And I can sell it for pretty much whatever I want. But the average price is going for $200. So I'm already up 100% just from that one card. And I'm going to keep moving on. Let me go to the sports collection first. This is one of... I just got these here. These are some of Gatorade's Players of the Year from 2001-2002. I just added these to my collection because I thought it was cool. So I just went on and added them. And this Nolan Ryan, if y'all don't know who Nolan Ryan is, please look him up. Let me go back. The Breakfast Club NFT, I got a Grammy NFT, and this one is what I'm most proud of here. This is a King of New York Notorious Big token. Because I'm on the allow list, I'm able to get the Notorious Big NFT when it drops. And why this is so significant, if y'all see this, y'all see who this is? This is a magazine. We don't even have magazines in the stores anymore. This is April 2007. This here. Y'all see what it is? The Source magazine. This is one of 5 issues that I found cleaned up one day, still in pristine condition. It's from February 2007. And it smiles every time my face is up on the Source. Y'all remember that line from Biggie? It says, never seen before Biggie pictures. And now these pictures are all over the internet, but around that time, these pictures were seen in the magazine. Y'all see that crown? That's where this crown is a representation from. Check it out. Now I got about 4 days before this goes live, and actually we'll have access to the freestyle from Fulton Street. So I'm stoked about that. This is also music. NFTs are music. These are Tory Lanez albums. It's so phenomenal because an NFT comes in various forms. And the sites that I showed you before, you want to make sure that you're buying these NFTs from a credible site and not just buying a worthless JPEG. These are also new to my collection. Shark Week. I just thought it'd be cool to have, you know, a couple Shark Week NFTs because you never know. Because I had that vision. You know, Shark Week been around for a long time. These are a couple Matrix NFTs. And this is my Tweety. How long have Looney Tunes been around? When I saw this Tweety NFT, I was like, yeah, I gotta get that in the collection. I got to get that in the collection. And this next one is a Batman comic from DC Comics. I was a part of this one because I had the Matrix NFT. So everything fell in line. So because I had the Matrix NFT, I was able to purchase this Batman NFT. And I'm gonna go. This is just a closer picture here, but I'm gonna go a little bit in depth about NFT. See, because I had that NFT, I was invited to this particular event in New York. So it's not just about buying NFT and holding it. That was my token or my ticket to get in this particular event. Y'all see this next week, even though it's old, next week, the rabbit hole leads to NFC. The NYC, I'm sorry. It's a Matrix event, Matrix holder. I was invited to this event because I have the Matrix NFT, free of charge because I have the NFT. Same with this event. So it's just not about having a pretty picture or whatnot. VV, this is on the phone. I do have a couple of these, but I couldn't bring them up tonight because this is actually a phone app, but they send me stuff all the time. And it's Marvel and all of that, everything. You know, I know how long Marvel comes along. This is Bat College event in New York I just showed y'all. I just want to show these are a couple of my emails that I get all the time. So I know what's coming out. I know what's about to get dropped because if you're a part of certain things, they want to keep you abreast. So you're first to know that information before it goes live. How NFTs and Web3 are reshaping storytelling. Web3, remember that. It's going to be very powerful. This is me, a live vote. Like, because I had an NFT, I was able to vote on the DC universe. It was very impactful. And crypto is also doing a lot in, you know, crypto projects, funding for reproductive rights. So it's not just, this is my biggie drop right here when I got on the allow list. That's the Tweety Bird access and different things to that. But it's just not about having a particular NFT. Because a lot of these NFTs are connected to much, much more. And you can sell them as well to get rid of them. And I'm going to bring up this video. Let me make sure my sound is up.
What's your favorite NFT so far?
Not about NFTs.
What is it about?
It's about decentralizing the world, and this is just one piece of it. Underneath NFTs is a financial system that'll reset, and underneath that is digital ID that'll reset. And then we'll have sovereignty and freedom. Nice to meet you.
What's your favorite?
You having a dollar. Money comes in various forms, and now it's digital. So now you have that dollar, you break it down to some change. Cryptocurrency is a certain type of currency, you break it down to an NFT. It's all digital money. You just have to get ahead of it and figure it out. And through this education, talk to me. It's been amazing. I'm going to pass it back to you, Drake.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Like that, shout out, like that, shout out. Go ahead and put some number twos in the chat. Put the number twos in the chat for my brother Damian Thompson, fourth the great, showing that incredible information about NFTs, right? Listen, you may not have known anything about NFTs before, but I guarantee you probably gained a lot of information and insight. And guess what? Hopefully you've been encouraged and inspired You get your own collection. But the reason why he was able to do that, my brother, those tools in the chat for him, the reason why he was able to do that is because he was a good student. He paid attention. He went to class. And he learned how to do it here with I Am Mastery Academy. So real quick, ladies and gentlemen, the next person I'm going to bring up is Elizabeth Brown, Queen Elizabeth. About to bring her up real quick. And it's important to understand this debt that we're in right now. The financial currency we're in right now is dictating a lot of ways that we should move. This is in time of inflation right now, where it is extremely high, higher than it has been in 40, 50 years. That's a long time, right? But there's a reason for that, and there is an answer or a cure for that if you just pay attention. So Elizabeth, go ahead and unmute real quick, right? And go ahead and talk to me. Talk to me.
Let me tell y'all something, man. Oh, that's been wonderful. You throw a little sliding on us. We know you get all that. But back to the debt, though. I'm telling y'all, like Dre Lavelle said, guys, we are literally reaping the consequences of what the government is doing. All those stimulus checks they sent out, we are now paying for that in gas prices, in food prices. I really want to go to the corner store because gas is now $4. That's crazy. People are literally spending $100 weekly just on gas. Where is that money coming from? From their Plan A, which is their jobs. Because if we do not gain a Plan B, which is learning how to invest and make assets, we will be in serious trouble. If y'all think it's bad now, this is only the beginning. If y'all see how prices rose from then to now, gas can go up to $4.50 tomorrow at a blink of an eye. So what are y'all game plans to rise above this? So I'm going to show y'all how much debt the U.S. is actually in right now. I did not know this number was even possible for us to be in debt, but look at this. Y'all can see my cursor. We are $30 trillion in debt. That's crazy. I didn't even know we could be that far in debt. You know why? Because I thought since we had our own money, we would be okay. Yo, the U.S. dollar is backed up with nothing at this point. The U.S. dollar is literally 13 cents on a dollar. So when you go to that grocery store and spend $4 for that bag of chips that got this much in it, guess how much dollars you're actually putting into that $4? Twice the time as much as the cost. Because the U.S. dollar is really not worth anything. And like the video says, it's time to decentralize. That is why we are in the space that we are in now, because we can see and understand financial literacy. Before this platform, I didn't know anything about this stuff. And I only been in here for 8 months. So if I only been in here for 8 months, where I consider myself as the rookie of the group, and learn this much, you can too, with 30 minutes to 1 hour a day. We spend 30 minutes to 1 hour on our phone, so why can't we spend 30 minutes to 1 hour on learning a skill that is going to help us rise above this inflation? Hyperinflation only means you got to get hyper income, and that 9 to 5 ain't giving it to you. The inflation is hitting them just as much as it's hitting us. So guys, I want to go into the Bitcoin video. I'm going to stop sharing. And I'm going to the Bitcoin video because right now, Bitcoin is not the only coin out there. It's not. There are literally more than 7,000 coins rising right now. And I'm going to just give y'all a taste. So what if you invested in a coin, what can it do for you? Sound.
You have $4,432. In 2014, you have $271,000. If you got $100 in Bitcoin in 2011, you have $100. In 2012, you have $1,766. In 2013, you have $4,432. In 2014, you have $271,939. In 2015, you'll have $101,656. In 2016, you'll have $143,319. In 2017, you have $331,766. In 2018, you have $4,481,185. In 2019, you have $1,269,539. In 2020, you have $2,399,426. And in 2021, you have $9,785,354. Now, finally, in September of 2021, you have $15,331,800. For more crypto.
Let me tell y'all something. Somebody should have talked to me when I was in 10th grade. Why wasn't they teaching me this in 10th grade? Y'all, they're not teaching us in these books. We have to teach ourselves and get engaged into a platform such as this will teach you all the financial literacy that you need, plus more. Getting that first-hand education is what you need, and you deserve it. So it's time to start putting down the great air here that we all spend $300 on, and putting down the Jordans that we spend almost $350 on, and really start to invest that $350 and $300 in something that can change your life, your family life, and beyond and beyond and beyond. We don't have to work as hard as we do anymore because we can work on the education that allow us to gain the financial literacy, will allow us to gain the economic freedom, that allow us to gain the personal freedom. And I'm going to throw it back to my man. Talk to me!
Let's go. Hey, everybody, real quick, like that chat up, like that chat up. Go to put number 3s in the chat. Queen Elizabeth Brown, she just set fire to the stage for that information. I appreciate you so much. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this is an opportunity for you to learn a skill set that's going to open up some doors and opportunities for yourself. Right? You already see where we're at financially in the climate we're in right now, and the way to that is becoming that entrepreneur seriously in this space, learning about how the new rules of money, learning how to get involved in cryptocurrency, learning how to get involved in the foreign exchange market, learning the crypto, the stock markets, and all these markets that are coming up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show you something real quick before I bring Jasmine back up real quick. It's really incredible what this platform really offers. You know, I remember a few years ago, I had a friend of mine. She was like, I'll join. You know, she joined, and what she found out was that it wasn't a simple education. It was robust. There was a lot of great information that was being transferred, and she came back and said, this is a master's worth of information, a master's degree worth of education. The only reason I believe that is because she had a master's degree, right? So you know, taking that from her, you know, I really it just gave some more validity to what I and Mastery Academy really provided. So these are some of the educators here on the platform right now. Again, like I said, we have well over 100 plus full-time educators, and there's in various languages that offer this education. You got Dr. Spiller, Mike Sotero, Curtis Cobain, DCX, Brandon Boyd and Josh Lee, Rico Anderson, all these incredible guys here. And all you're really going to do is come down here. You can actually, if you see an educator that you're used to, you just click onto that educator and you go there, right? Matter of fact, I'm looking at the screen. Right, yeah. So, and again, whichever education you'll have access to, whether it's Forex, DCX, TDX, or ECX, whatever you have access to, you're going to click onto that education, and that's where you're going to gain your wisdom. You're going to have SFX, which is stocks, pretty shortly, right? So again, say I want to click on one of the educations. I find the educators here. I see their schedule. Maybe you can't make their schedule. Maybe you can't fit the criteria of the schedule, but that's okay. You can always come back. Like I said before earlier, you have 24/7 access to it. Just click on one of the educators, and here, boom, you just watch one of their, watch what they're giving, right? If you are watching it in real time, then you might be taking advantage of some real-time trade ideas, some real plays that are happening right now. Money is being made, right? Whether you decide to say yes or no, right? So real quick, I'm going to bring up the slide up real quick. I don't want to be before you long, but these are some of the strategies you're going to learn here, right? You're going to have access. This is what I like right here. So these are some of the tools that you're going to use to be successful. But this one in particular, whether it's Swipe Trade, Blaze, or even Swipe Coin, these are just applications on your phone. So when the educators give their trade ideas, right, you just take it and implement them. When I say implement them, you take those trades, right? You take out your application, you put the numbers in, and you make an educated decision. Learn and earn on the go. It's easy to follow the steps of these trade ideas. They get sent right to your phone. All you gotta do is stay connected and watch and listen for the opportunities, right? So let's go ahead and talk price real quick. So again, you're gonna have access to all of these all these 4 academies as well as TLX. We're going to explain that briefly real quick. But again, so any one of the individualized packages is $324.95 to get started. Say if you want to start today, it's $324.95 to get started. And monthly, it is $174.95, right? On a 4-week billing cycle. Right? You're paying for continual access. Now, if you crunch the numbers on a yearly basis, right, this is actually less than $2,200 a year. Right? All this information, everything that we cover, you're going to have access, 24/7 access to this information, only for less than $2,200 a year. Right? Step by step, ladies and gentlemen, become better educated. Just like you pay for your cell phone, ladies and gentlemen. You paid and use your cell phone. You bought the phone, but guess what? You still got to pay for the access, right? Membership has its privileges. Now, let's say you are interested in what we call our elite package, right? You have access to Forex, DCX, as well as TBX. I think this is the best package, not because it's the price, because it gives me access to everything. So when something is happening, whether it's on my team or maybe it's another team or something is happening in our space, I can go to it real quick, put my trades in, or make a play for an investments in cryptocurrency, even though my focus may be on time-based trading or Forex, or get involved in something in the metaverse, because I have that access and that luxury. I'm only going to pay $324.95 to get started today, right? There you get started, and $274.95. That's actually $100 more, which really at the end of the 12 months, it's less than $3,400 a month. I need y'all to write that down real quick. It's less than $3,400 a month. Right, so you go with an individualized package. Write this down. Any one of the individualized packages, right? It's $234.95 get started, right? And $174.95 a month, or $324.95 with $275, or basically $275 a month paying for it. Either way, it's less than $3,400. You can't put a price on this particular type of education. I just told you before, the young lady that was a partner, that became a partner of mine, she already had a master's degree and understood the validity of the information being shared, right? Ladies and gentlemen, there is a way for you to take advantage and not have to worry about that payment. So stick around to the end. We're less than 10 minutes and we'll be done. I'm going to bring up Queen Jasmine real quick. We're going to talk about some information with regards to TLX, right? Incredible travel package right here, right now. If you like to travel and really see the world, you really don't want to miss this play that we're about to run right now. So Jasmine, please go ahead and unmute real quick and talk to me.
Talk to me. What's going on, everybody? I am super excited. I love talking about this part right here because I love to travel. TLX, traveling and luxury, okay? So, you definitely want to make sure you're writing down these notes, okay? It's very imperative that you get the access in this amazing platform. TLX is an exclusive membership for you and the family in your home, right? Travel and luxury and discounts. Everyone loves a good discount, okay? So, we're talking about 60% off your online rates, okay? We're talking about hotels, resorts, festivals, restaurants, and so much more. Bargaining. And also, along with this TLX theme trips, you have exclusive access up close in person. All the other academies you heard about, FRX, TDX, CCX, you get up close access with some of those educators, okay? And along with their trips, it's going to bring impactfulness to the communities in other countries, okay? Clear access and privilege to over 800,000 hotels, okay? I'm telling you right now, you talking to me real nice when you say I have access to 4 and 5-star hotels with 60% off on all basically of my itinerary as I'm traveling, right? If I want to go to a festival, I got 60% off. If I want to go to a nice restaurant, I got 60% off. And if I want me a nice resort, I have 60% off. Right here, you're looking at New York right now. You will pay $483. You got initial savings of $164. The original price was $647. Las Vegas, you already know you're gonna have those coins to hit those casinos. Why not save the coins and use the coins you're saving in the casinos as well? The original price would have been $197. You will pay only $87.46. Amsterdam is a bucket list of mine. $500 you'll be paying for. I mean, you would have been paying for without the discounts. And then you're looking at $424. So, as a member in this amazing platform, as I mentioned earlier, you got the clear access and exclusiveness to be up close in person with the educator, right? So we're talking about in January, going to Crypto Beach, Mexico, 4 days, 3 nights, with the DCX educator, Nick Gomez. You make sure you're going to have fun and learn some secret sauce while you're out there, okay? Dominican Republic also as well in October. You're going to go out there with D6 educators as well, and FRX educators with Miss Lee Allen, and you don't want to miss that session, all right? So along with TLX Anytime Trips, top destinations around the world, I am a bougie girl. All right, I'm a bougie girl. So I want to make sure I have the best of the best, the top shelf and all, right? So it's low as $89 per person, okay? Impactful trip. I am one that with this amazing community, my vision and my mission is to help my community in other countries around the world. So you have custom planned trips with the purpose-driven cause. Ain't that phenomenal? Let me stop you right there because it gets so much better, okay? So right now, we're looking at as you're becoming, or as you're a member with TLX, and you stay committed and you stay consistent with your travels, each and every year you're paying that yearly subscription, you get a bonus benefit. You get a trip. A mind-blowing trip. So year 1 is Mexico. Year 2, we're talking about Las Vegas. Year 3 and 4, we're going off to Monte Carlo, Costa Rica, Australia in year 5. Thailand in year 6, Dubai, the African Safari, Bora, that's my bucket list. And year 10, you get a destination of your choice, okay? So, as we mentioned earlier, $234 to get started with that TLX package, $174.95 a month to get that exclusive access to that platform of over 800,000 hotels. And it gets better. Just wait. So, as you are a member of this amazing platform, you're making money in the market and learning at the same time. And because it's such an amazing platform, you must go tell someone. Don't be selfish. So when you go and tell 2 friends and they come in and be consistent and driven and disciplined as you get education for free. 2 and free. You want to do that. I'm telling you right now. It's absolutely amazing. Then if you are a boss chick such as your girl, you want to make sure that you're building yourself a team. Having a passive income as an IBO, absolutely phenomenal. So we're going to look at that compensation plan, all right? So you bring in individuals, and then they're telling someone, and then they're telling someone, and you slowly climb up the chart. $150 a month along with the money that you're making in the market. Telling more people, 12 people, $600 a month, and it goes up to $750,000 a month. When I heard that, blown, what will you become? What are you going to do? So right now, what you really want to do right now is get back with the person that invited you, right? And let them know, listen, I'm going to send you a number one because you ain't got to tell me nothing else. I don't need to see nothing else. I'm ready to get started tonight. Okay? All right. And if you feeling out, yeah, I need to see some more information. I got a couple of questions. Send that person a number too. Okay? And if you maybe need some more time later on down the line, but you still want to get in front of the information, text them the number 3 and let them know, not right now, but keep me around because I know for a fact that this skill is going to create that profit. So I'm super excited. It is girl Jasmine. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your night tonight on this amazing Thursday to come and grab this information, prepare yourself to go and spread the word. Spread that good word and let people know to be in that 1% and invest in yourself. It's your girl Jasmine. Thank you. Talk to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, definitely we appreciate everybody tuning in again. Like Jasmine said, thank you. Make sure that you like, share, tag this information, share it with somebody. Go ahead and send a message back to one of us. Listen, if you're interested, I am interested. And last but not least, right, this just in for a limited time right now, right? The FRX, TVX, as well as DCX for a limited time to get started. I know I told you earlier it's like $234.95. Guess what? It is $184.95. So whether it's FRX, DCX, or TVX, ladies and gentlemen, text I am interested. Right now, for a limited time, right now, while the price is at where it's at right now, right now, but actually less than, what's that? That's still less than $2,100. Right? That's less than $1,800. Right? To get started, a year to get started. So you go ahead and make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. This is Team Brent Talk. Listen, we want to see you on the other side of the money. Talk to us. Peace. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your evening.